Welcome to me, Manas Sakshi. Sleep. Sleep is really an important thing in our daily life. Without sleep, we cannot survive at all. And recently, researchers told without food, we can survive up to 2 to 3 weeks, but without sleep, we cannot survive even 1 week too. So, to know more about the sleep conditions, so everybody needs sleep in a good way. So, to know more about this sleep vastu, let's welcome our Georgia's guest, Deepika ji. Hi, Deepika ji, how are you?
Hello, Preeti ji. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, Deepika ji. As I mentioned earlier, sleep is an essential part in for all of us. From morning, there will be so many tensions when we are going to work or some other places, and at last, we need some rest peacefully. So for that, I heard like lot of vastu conditions will be there to get proper sleep too. So can we discuss something about like how this vastu is affecting the sleep conditions for the humans, Deepika ji?
See, Vastu is very important for the sleep. Let's say if we talk about sleep, then why we need sleep? It is said that sleep give us, that relaxation. But the same thing can be obtained by meditation too, right? Even if we meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, we relax our mind. So, the sleep, basically, we need sleep to give the rest to our mind and body. First thing. The second thing is that, the sleep is required to regenerate the body and the mind, right? Sometimes we sleep but we have so deep intense dreams, or some negative dreams, that in the dreams also we feel a lot of anxiety, right? And sometimes even we wake up with like a jerk in the body or something like that. So the sleep factor plays a, vastu plays a very important role in the sleep factor. If you are sleeping in the right direction, right position, then definitely you can relax, you can rest, give a rest to your mind and body. If we talk about the students, so throughout the day they work hard, they study hard. So at the end of the day, they really need that rest for the mind, right? And then if we talk about the couples, then the matrimonial bliss is also enjoyed in the bedroom. So the sleep, the rest, all those things, like vastu play a very major role in all these things. If you are taking the right direction, then definitely. And as I have always talked about the five elemental theory, so if you're sleeping, let's say you cannot sleep on the water, right? If you will keep on sleeping on the water, the person becomes emotional. According to the then Ayurveda, because Vastu, Ayurveda, astrology, they all are interconnected. If you are sleeping more in the watery zone, then what happens? That the kapha tattva increases in the body. So you will have more of sinus, weight gain, emotional problems, right? So it depends where we are sleeping.
Okay. So what's the correct position, exact position for the bedroom to get sleep properly, Deepika ji?
See, if we talk about the bedroom, then it depends on the age group. Like the Northeast, people know that Northeast is a very important position, right? So Northeast, has that divine energy. So the children below 12 years, or the elderly people, the old people, like 60 plus people or 65 plus people, can sleep over there, right? Otherwise, Northeast is not advisable for married people, and especially for the newlyweds. They will create some or the other kind of insecurity among them. And then again, it depends like what profession you are. According to that also, the best place in the house can be given, like can be have to get that rest to the mind and the body. So usually the southeast is good, southeast is also good, southwest is good, west is good, east is good, eastern side of the northeast is good. So these places are good in the house, these zones are good in the house to have that sound sleep, to give that rest.
Okay. So due to this corona time, normally whoever the students pass their degree, normally getting the jobs is a little bit very tough these days. And that too, this corona time, students are like after finishing their job, I mean finishing their studies, they are searching from the home regarding the job. So is there any vastu tips for them now in this corona time, Deepika ji?
Yeah, see, as north is the zone of opportunities. So if you are seeking for something like, you starting something new, you have just ended your job, ended your education, and then, the children, they pick a lot of loan for the education and they have to repay that also. So for that, north is the best direction, because the north will give them more opportunities. The north will make them grab the opportunities at time, and moreover the north will help them in their finances too. So I would advise the north direction for them.
Okay. And we have one more caller with us, Deepika ji. Lalita from Jersey. Let's talk with her, Deepika ji. Hi, Lalita.
Okay.
How are you?
My name is not
Lalita?
Lalita, it's Lolita. Lolita.
Oh, hi, Lalita.
Lalita.
How are you?
I'm good. So,
Hello. Can you able to?
yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Dr. Deepika. So, my name is Lolita, and
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a newborn in my house, and if you can tell me what direction, what room should I be putting him in so that he's healthy, he doesn't have any problems. Kids are born with jaundice. So can you give some tips on that?
Yeah, sure. So I would suggest, see, the eastern side of the northeast. If the kid is suffering from the jaundice, then definitely must be having some or the other digestive issues too. So for that, I would say that at times, the small children, because they cannot speak what they are feeling, so they keep on crying, right? So for them, I would suggest the eastern side of the northeast. Then southern side of the southeast, southwest is also good, and the north direction is also good for them. So all these four directions are good. And if he is on any kind of medication for the jaundice or for some digestive issues, then I would suggest that keep the medicines of the newly born in the northern side of the northeast, because that will give him more of the that healing thing will be more faster.
Yeah. I think Lalita got their answer for their question, Deepika ji. And
Yeah.
thanks a lot, Lalita Garu, for calling to you. So as we discussed with the caller, I'm like little bit curious to know like the health conditions regarding the Vastu to the newborns, Deepika ji. So how it is related? Just now you gave some suggestion like if the newborn is having some digestive problem and also some jaundice we should face like, so if there are like different types of health issues means we need to face different type of Vastu for that, Deepika ji?
No, actually, the northern side of the northeast is the healing zone of the house. So if we keep the medicines there, or if we keep the newly born there for some time in a day.
We have a caller with us again, Lalita ji. Can we talk one more time with Lalita ji? Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Lalita.
Yes, hi Deepika ji.
Yeah. Hi, Lalita ji.
Lolita.
Yeah, Lalita ji.
So I wanted to, like, phone got disconnected and you were telling something. How do I check the direction? When my phone, can I put the direction? Will that give me the appropriate direction where I could keep him?
Yeah, so you can keep the floor in the center of the house and open the compass, and then you can see the directions, like where the north is and east is, and then just go to that corner of the house, just like because you are layman, you cannot do that perfect zoning. So for that, I'm telling you that you can just keep the phone in the center of the house and just see where the directions are.
So right now, when my call was connected, you were saying that we should give medicine in that area. So is it okay if we don't keep the newborn in that area, but just the medicines? Will that also help in healing?
Yeah, see, you can keep the newly born also in the northern side of the northeast, or you can keep the medicines in the northern side of the northeast, because that's the healing zone. So, that will help the healing more faster.
Okay. Also, when these newborns also have a lot of gastric problems and lot of stomach issues because they cannot digest milk and formula. So what is your what tips can you give on that?
See, the newly borns, they have very sensitive aura. They are very delicate energies. So just if possible, then keep him for some time in the northern side of the northeast, and that will help him. Because the newly borns, like I don't know what kind of energies are there in your house. So that's why I'm saying that northern side of the northeast is the most safest zone to keep him or his medicines, or then again the eastern side of the northeast, as I said, or the eastern side.
So isn't that the same zone where you also suggest that wherever we should keep our where we can sit and pray, where we should keep our mandir in the house? Isn't that the same zone that you always suggest?
No, because I say the best zone to keep the mandir and everything is the northeast, and I'm saying the healing zone is northern side of the northeast. And also, if the baby is
Okay,
having the
noted.
digestive issues, then check the center of the house. In the center of the house, have you
Mm-hmm.
kept something like sharp objects or some shoes, or some kind of storage is done in the center of the house, which is called the Brahmastan. So if the Brahmastan is disturbed, then the people usually have the digestive issues. So check that also if you have kept
Ah,
anything in the center of the house, because a child's energy and
okay.
aura is very, very much delicate. So a small thing can also make big difference on their health.
Okay, okay. All right. I will try to check the zone on my phone and see, and if I have a question, then I will call you back. And thank you so much for this wonderful tip that you have given, Dr. Deepika ji. I always tune into your show, and I really like the tips and the information that you give. So I'm really, you're really doing very well on this show, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lalita ji, for calling to our show, and Deepika ji, and thanks a lot for you too because you gave nice tips to Lalita ji. And one quote you gave just now is like one small change can make a big difference. That's really something we need to focus on that. And as we continuation of this Lalita's question, like how do is Vastu will affect for like newborn babies with different types of health conditions, Deepika ji?
Yeah, it depends. Like you see, every, as I always said, that every zone in the house depicts one or the other body part. Like the center of the house is basically the digestive system. So if the center you have kept some sharp objects, or in the center if you have some kind of storage, then definitely the digestive system is going to be affected. Or if there is some toilet or some kind of sewer in the center of the house, then also the digestive system will definitely get affected. So that's why I told her to clean the center of the house. And then it depends, like as in the last episode we talked about the Vastu Purush. So he is having his face in the northeast and the legs in the southwest. So whatever body part is having the problem or something, then that zone has to be cleaned. And the child's energy, see, they have just come on planet Earth. Their energies and aura is so pure. No karma theory right now attached to them, nothing. So, they are very pure energies. It is said, na, bacche bhagwan ka roop hote hain, right? So, they are so pure souls, so pure energies right now. They have not learned that, okay, they have to lie at this point of time. At times, we mother only teach the children, right? That don't tell this thing to this person, don't tell this thing to this person. So, that is why at times some children learn from the mothers, also from the parents. And so that is why they are so pure energy. So a little bit of difference will make a lot of difference.
That's true, Deepika ji. A clean and hygienic home will give us a positive vibrations and also a positive energy to all the people in the home.
Yeah.
So, we are talking about the bedroom vastu, and what will be the head position to be counted towards the vastu when we are sleeping? And the counted vastu should be the different for the persons, like kids will sleep in this position with the head, and the parents should sleep in the different position with their head. So anything like that, Deepika ji?
See, the best position to keep the head is the south and the east. It means the head in the south and the legs in the north, or the head in the east and the legs in the west. So these are the best direction, because when we sleep this way, we are aligned with the earth energies. We are aligned with the electromagnetic waves of the earth, right? So the best positions are these two positions. See, um, we have two nadis, right? The Surya Nadi and the Chandra Nadi. So the Surya Nadi is our right nostril and the Chandra Nadi is the left nostril. So these two work with the Ayurveda, right? So have you seen the Vaidya, the doctors of the, that like the Vaidya which do, they just hold the Nadi and they tell you each and everything. They don't ask for any CT scans, any x-rays, nothing. They'll just hold the Nadi and they'll tell you what is exactly happening inside the body, and they'll also tell you your emotional state, right? So they used to be that learned, right? So when we sleep in the eastern side, right, when the head is in the east, then our right nostril is on the north and the left nostril, the left side of the body, is in the south. So this is again in the aligned with the earth energies. And similarly, if we sleep with the head in the south, then our right nostril, which is again governed by the Lord Surya, is in the east. So east is again the rising of the sun, and the left nostril is in the west. So again, it is in that align in with and in synchronization with the Earth's electromagnetic field, right? So that is why these two directions are the best direction. The scientific reason is this. And if we talk like if we sleep in the north, like if the head is in the north, then definitely the person will have more anxiety, more stress, and all the energy will drain and will be very much emotional. Like if you have ever noticed the dead bodies, their head is kept in the north and the legs in the south, because the whatever the pan vayu is inside the body gets drained out. So that is why. So if you are sleeping with the head in the north, then you are against the electromagnetic field of the earth. So definitely the body will lose all the energy, positivity. So the mind, body, aura, and soul will all be hurt. And similarly, if you're sleeping in the west, then also the left side will be on the northern side. So again, it is not into the synchronization with the earth's electromagnetic field. So that is why always, whether you are sleeping in the east of the house, south of the house, north of the house, or west of the house, keep your head either in the south or the east. Like whatever directions I'm telling right now also, like as I told to the mother that she can make the baby sleep or keep him or her for some time in the northern side of the northeast, then also the head should be either in the east or in the south.
Okay. So in normally kids' bedroom or like couple's bedroom, we'll place some bookshelves and we'll place some sceneries and we'll place some decorative items. And I heard like in some position in the bedroom, like if it is facing north or south, we should not keep some bookshelves in one corner of the home. So can you please suggest us how to arrange our items, decorative items in the bedroom and to sleep well, Deepika?
See, it depends in which direction the couple is sleeping. If it is a southwest, then the bookshelf can be kept. That's okay. But if the couple is sleeping on the western side of the northwest, or in the eastern side of the southeast, or in the southern side of the southwest, then definitely whatever you have in the bedroom, it does not matter, because those three directions are the directions which drain your energy, right? So the couple, if they are sleeping in the eastern side of the southeast, then they will fight on very, very small things, like very small things. They will be getting irritated with each other on very small things. If they are sleeping in the southern side of the southwest, so whatever efforts they are putting to run their marriage, nothing will work out. And if they are sleeping on the western side of the northwest, then also a lot of depression among the couple. So their the matrimonial life will not be enjoyed at all in these three directions. So definitely they'll get frustrated on each other. And when you are not at peace with your own energies, then how can you sleep? So the sceneries, definitely they matter, because they work on our subconscious mind, and whatever articles are kept in the house or in the bedroom especially, they work on our subconscious mind. But at the same time, the zone should be the correct.
Okay. So one more question, like in the same thing in a bedroom, some people will place their bed, I mean, in the cot or in the center of the bedroom. Some people will prefer to be the next to the wall. Some people will prefer it should be little bit corner to the bedroom. So how will you suggest according to the Vastu? Will be good if we place the bed in the center of the room, or it should be good in the corner of the room? Deepika ji.
It does not matter at all. The thing which matters is that it should be the right zone. As I said, either east, west, north, south, any of the zone, they are good, but it should be the right zone, and the bed head should be in the right zone. It should be either in the south or the east. It hardly matters whether the bed is on the side or in the center. That's okay.
Yeah, okay. We have one more caller with us. It's Surabhi. Can we talk with her? Yeah. Hi, Surabhi.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Surbi and I'm calling from New Jersey.
Hi,
Hello.
Surbi.
Hi,
Hello,
Surabhi.
Deepika ma'am.
Hi, how are
Hello,
you?
Deepika ma'am. I'm good. I've been watching your show since a very long time, and as you told, I've made some changes in my home according to your saying. So, I have a question for you. From
Yeah.
some days, I've been experiencing some kind of laziness and fatigueness in me. So, what do you suggest for me? Where should I sleep, and where should I move, and all that stuff?
Okay, so Surbhi, if you are facing laziness, then I would suggest that first of all, check your sleep pattern. The second thing, that sleep in the southern side of the house, the south of the southeast or the southwest. That will help you, in getting rid of this laziness thing. And also, make your northeast clean and clear. If there is something, some books, like keep some, motivating kind of books over there, some spiritual books over there, and that will help you in your emotional state and mental state, because when we are lazy, then some emotions are connected to that.
Okay, and my another question is, like, I don't know which zone of my house will be northeast. So how should I see that?
Okay, for that, again, keep the compass in the center of the house, and then check where is the, the center of the north and east is coming. So that is the northeast area from the center of the house. So you can walk in that zone, and the last wall, uh, you can take that as the northeast of the house.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you, Surabhi ji, for calling to our show. And Deepika ji, like for example, if you want to sleep, sometimes you will sleep in the bedroom, but sometimes you'll feel very comfortable to sleep in the divan set, which is in the hall, and sometimes you'll sleep outside of the home, like in India, will feel some relaxation. So people will prefer different types of locations based on their, I mean, like moods, everything. So is it correct to sleep anywhere in the home, or we should be sleeping particularly in one place which is related to Vastu, Deepika ji?
See, human mind is very active and very intelligent, right?
Deepika ji?
So, yeah. So, see, human mind, I was saying that human mind is very active and very intelligent, right? So, what is the best thing is that if you have changed your bedroom, or if you are sleeping in different directions of the house, just check what kind of a sleep you have. Did you had any bad dream? Did you had a good dream? Did you had a really sound sleep? And after sleeping there for 2 3 days, are your energy is good and fresh? Like, as a layman, they people don't know what are the directions and everything. Like, the past two callers asked this only, that we don't know the directions, right? So in that way, we can just check on your own with your own energies. Otherwise, as I said, keep the compass in the center of the house. Just check what is the east, north, south, and west. And then just, on the southern side of the southwest, avoid sleeping there. In the eastern side of the southeast, avoid sleeping over there. In the western side of the northwest, avoid sleeping over there. So it depends. And then it also depends, like, the age group. As I said, up to the 12 years, the children, they can sleep anywhere in the house. That's okay with them. And even the elderly people, 60 plus people, 65 plus people, even they can sleep anywhere in the house. That is also okay with them. But the young, the teenagers, the married people, they should definitely check the direction where they are sleeping.
Okay, as I mentioned, the teenagers. So teenagers are very tender in their age, Deepika ji. So is there any particular direction for kids? You mentioned in the as previous caller asked, you mentioned like medicine should be in some direction, and the clean home should be there. It will make some positive vibrations to the newborn baby. So in the same way, is there any vastu tips to teenagers as well, Deepika ji?
Yeah. See, teenagers, as we all have gone through that age, so sometimes they don't get that focus, determined towards their education. Sometimes because of the hormonal changes inside them. So that is very tender age, right? So sometimes the focus is shifted from the studies to many other things, right? So they need to be focused, and parents want them. And at times there is a lot of peer pressure, the education pressure, going to the best of the college, having scholarship. So lot of pressures, right? So that also they are handling all those things, right? I suggest for the teenagers, the southwest is the best direction, because southwest is the direction which is said according to a Vastu myth that it should be, have by the main member of the family or blah blah. No, southwest is actually the direction where you can show your skills, where you can be more determined. If you sleep over there, you can be more determined, more focused. So the teenagers, for them, the best place is to be sleeping in the southwest. That would be the best thing for them, so they will able to handle whatever the hormonal changes going inside them. They would be able to handle that. So because of that hormonal changes, whatever emotional changes going inside them, they will be able to handle that. And they will be more determined and focused towards their studies rather than being here and there.
Yeah, that's good to hear some of the tips from you, Deepika ji. And I think today we finished our time, and in the next episode we'll meet with some other new interesting topic, Deepika ji. So
Sure.
Thanks a lot for your valuable suggestions on the Vastu tips.
Thank
Namaste.
you. Thank you so much.
Signing off, Preeti Sakshi.